Good morning, it's Carrie Prince from Apollo Career Center, and I am going to make for you some street corn dip. I'm starting with 20 ounces of corn that was just like a frozen bag of corn, and I put it in this cast iron with about a tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm just going to try to brown this corn a little bit. So 7-8 minutes. While that is browning, I'm going to dice up about a tablespoon or two of red onion. I like red onion, so we'll do 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put that into this bowl. And with that, I'm going to add 1 jalapeno pepper. I'm going to get those seeds out of there. I should have had a little teaspoon. A teaspoon works really well to pull the seeds out. I didn't think to grab one. So I'll just use my fingers, it'll work. But you want to get the pith and the seeds out so you just have the flavor of the pepper. So I'm going to dice this up and then add that with my red onion. I love corn dips. There's so many different corn dips and it's so versatile. But the corn is sweet and then you add a little bit of this heat to it. Just really makes it nice. Let me stir this really quickly. It's starting to brown up. So if you could find fire roasted corn in the grocery, you could use that as well. That's all it's doing. I've had trouble finding corn, which is odd, but there's so many odd things going on right now. So we just use this frozen bag and it's gonna work just as well. Okay, I've got 2 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna mince that up. And then add that in. You can add garlic powder, garlic salt. If you add salt, obviously just keep the salt out of the recipe, the salt that we're gonna add for some enhanced flavor. Okay, so I've got the garlic. I'm gonna put that right in there. And to this, I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of, I'll just come right, oh no, I've got one other thing to cut. 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. I've got 2 tablespoons of buffalo wing sauce, or you can use Red Hot, whatever you prefer. And then 4 ounces of feta cheese. I'm just gonna eyeball that. Stir this corn again. Yeah, it's getting nice and browned, so it's gonna have some nice color to it. Now I'm gonna add some fresh cilantro, and to use that, it's washed. You just kind of take it up. Woo, we're making popcorn. Take it off the stem and roughly chop your cilantro. It doesn't have to be minced. Oh, it's very fragrant. But it'll just it'll really brighten it up. I am seriously making popcorn here, so I'm gonna think this is done. That was really popping. All right, so I've got my cilantro. I'm gonna add that in. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this corn. That pan is hot, and I didn't get a, wait. Here we go. I'm gonna add the corn right into the bowl. I've kind of been pretty messy here this morning. Combine this together. Now this is done. You can eat this right now. So it's going to be lukewarm. It's a room temperature type of a thing. Or you can refrigerate it 2-3 days and bring it out. You can make this ahead. So that heat of the corn is just going to kind of melt that feta cheese just a little bit and release it. And then we're going to serve it. I'll put it into this serving bowl. And like with most corn dips, you can't do any better than Fritos. Just adds that nice salty to the sweet. So here we have it. This is our street corn dip. This and all the recipes can be found at apollocareercenter.com, and First Edition will be right back.